القلب إيمانا ويبقى العقل حيرانا. يقول الدهر حكمته يبوح بسر ما كان يحدثنا الزمان بها.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاه وبعد. We give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We beseech His mercy and blessings upon the noblest of mankind, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his household, his companions, and the generality of Muslims to the day of reckoning. Allahumma ameen. I am Abdullah Uluwo Ribi, and we bring to you today an interesting topic: Muslims in the face of trial. And Bismillahi ta'ala, our amiable lecturer is here on seat to discuss this interesting yet important topic with us. We pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for him, make it an hujjah for him and not against him on the day of judgment. Allahumma. He is by name Al-Ustadh Shakruddin Amobolahan Abimbolu. فليتفضل مشكورا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونعوذ بك من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا، فما يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل الله فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Welcome you all to this interesting and beneficial program. Today we're going through a very interesting topic, a very necessary topic: Muslims in the face of trials. Just as we know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the glorious Quran in Surah Al-Ankabut, أحسب الناس بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
أحسب الناس أن يتركوا أن يقولوا آمنا وهم لا يفتنون.
أحسب الناس أن يقولوا
حسب الناس أن يتركوا أن يقولوا
آمنا وهم لا يفتنون. أحسب الناس, does mankind thinks he will just say I am a Muslim, he will just say I am a mu'min, he will just say I pray, I go to Hajj, I offer zakah, I do everything, and وَهُمْ لَا يُفْتَنُونَ, and he won't be tried, and he won't face trial. Then he continued with
وَلَقَدْ فَتَنَّا الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ
وَلَقَدْ فَتَنَّا الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ. He said, and verily we've tried those before you. That is, trial is something that has started existing since when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created Prophet Adam alayhi salatu wasalam and all other prophets before the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. وَلَقَدْ فَتَنَّا الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ. We have verily we've tried those before you. وَلَيَعْلَمَنَّ
اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ صَدَقُوا.
وَلَيَعْلَمَنَّ, and so we know, so we can know, so we will know those who are truly believers among you, those who are not just believers by their tongue, those who are not just believers because for the sake of it. وَلَيَعْلَمَنَّ الْكَاذِبِينَ, and so we can know those that are not real believers. So one of the real purpose of trial from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the hikmah behind the trials from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is always to test and to know who are truly the believers and who are not the believers. These trials that Muslims face can come in different forms, in different phases. One of it is at-tafarruq wal-ikhtilaf. This is a trial that affects the generality of Muslims, and this means different splitting among the Muslims. And most of all these trials have been foretold by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He has told the Sahabas, and the Sahabas have narrated till it has gotten to us that most of these trials should be expected. And he also, as he tells us to expect trial, he tells us what the solution to these trials. At-tafarruq wal-ikhtilaf, as we have said. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in an hadith narrated by Abi Hurairah, he said, "Iftaraqat al-yahud ila thalas wa thabihina firqa." He said the Jews are splitted. They've splitted into 73 sects. Then he said, وَافْتَرَقَتِ النَّصَارَى The Christians have also splitted ila salasa wa sab'ina firqa into 73 sects. وستفترق هذه الأمة. This ummah of is we Muslims are also going to split ila salasa wa sab'ina firqa, are also going to split into 73 sects. Then he mentioned the solution, though we will be discussing the solution at the end of this video. One of the trials that as a Muslims that's affecting us that we have been told to expect is also the fitna to nisa, the trial of women. The trial of women. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, "Ad-dunya hulwatun qudra." This dunya is a very, in the face of it, it's a very sweet, very attractive, very everything. And then he said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala placed us on earth to know how we are going to walk on this earth. Then he ended the hadith with Fateku dunya. Fear this word. The meaning is be very cautious of this dunya. Wataku fitnatan nisa. And fear the fitna of women. And fear the fitna of women. Then he ended the hadith with the fitna that was used to try, the trial that was used to try the people of Bani Israel. The first set is the fitna of women. And some of all this trial is also fitna to man. In the Holy Quran, in Surah Al-Taghabun, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "Innama amwalukum wa awladukum fitna, wallahu indahu ajrun azim." Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "Innama amwalukum," verily your wealth, wa awladukum, your children are what they are fitna. So if you are able to pass this fitna, wallahu indahu ajrun azim, you meet great reward with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if you fail this fitna, you will meet the other side of it. And we have different examples of ways that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tries the Muslims and try the Ummah in general. So we then move to Tariqul Najat min al fitna. How do we get successful from all this fitna? There is no way a human will live on this earth, talk less of a Muslim, and won't face fitna. So the key point is, how do we get saved? How do we get successful after going through this fitna? The thing is not how do we run away from this. We can't run away, we face it. But what are the key measures to getting successful from all this fitna? And the first of it is al-itisam bi kitab wa sunnah, bi kitabillahi wa sunnah, holding true to the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the sayings of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's the first way to get saved through this fitna. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made us known in Al-Quran Al-Karim, فَإِن تَنَزَعْتُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ, when they are disputing between things, فَرُدُّوا إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ, he said, return it to the Prophet, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is to the Quran and to the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And another way to get successful through this fitna is what? At-tamassuk bit-tawhid wal-aqidati as-sahiha, holding true tawhid, holding true sound aqidah. Most of the things that has been narrated for the Prophet, ask for the ones that are sound from it and hold true to it. The ones that you see that are not sound, you leave it alone and make sure your iman in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very sound. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, "Allazina amanu walam yalbisu imanahum bizulm." Those that believe, and not only they believe, you can believe and still add shirk, and the shirk will spoil your belief. Walam yalbisu imanahum bizulm, and they don't add any the zulm in the higher. It was explained as shirk, and they don't add shirk to their belief. Some people believe truly, but what? There is shirk mixed with their belief. So one of the way we can get saved from the fitna, from trials in this ummah, is to what? Hold true to iman without mixing it with shirk. And one of the other way is at-taqwa wa mulazamatil ibadah, fearing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and most of the things he has commanded us to do in ibadah, most of the good deeds he has commanded us to do, we should make sure we hold on to it. We don't leave it alone. Pray salat at the right time. If you have the capability, offer zakat. If you have the capability, go to Hajj. Don't miss fasting. Run away from sins. Run all the sins he has narrated to us that don't do so. You run away from most of it. That is one of the way of getting saved through fitna. Another way is what? Ad-du'a, through prayer. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Amman yujibu limuditarra iza da'ahu wa yakshifu su. Amman yujibu limuditarra. Who is the one that answered the one that has been that has been that has been swallowed by hardness, by hardship? Who is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking, is there any other person that answers the prayer of this person except He, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What is He trying to tell us there? Udhuni fastajibu lakum. Call upon me and I will answer you. So when you see this fitna is getting too much, how will I get saved? How will I call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? One of the ways also at-tawbatu wal istighfar. Repent from most of the sins you have committed, the ones you know and the ones you don't know. Every day do istighfar. Every day do. They said the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, every day the minimum of istighfar he does is 70. So make sure you do istighfar every day. Through this way you can get saved from the trials. One of the ways also zikrullah kathira. Remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala most of the time. When you are going make sure you are doing askar as the Prophet have narrated it, the way the Prophet did it. Most of the askar narrated from Prophet. Make sure you are doing all this. Make sure you hold on to all this. One of the ways also al-amru bil ma'ruf wa nahyu anil munkar. Commanding people to do good deeds and forbidding evil. As in the Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَلَمَّا نَسُوا مَا ذُكِرُوا بِهِ أَنْجَيْنَا الَّذِينَ يَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ السُّوءِ وَأَخَذْنَا الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا بِعَذَابٍ بِئْسَ مَا كَانُوا يَفْسُقُونَ. When they stopped, فَلَمَّا نَسُوا مَا ذُكِرُوا, when they forgot what we commanded them to do, then we said, فَأَنْجَيْنَا الَّذِينَ يَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ السُّوءِ. The only people we saved from them are those that used to forbid people from doing bad things. So we should try our best to make sure we are commanding good deeds and we are forbidding bad deeds. When everyone stop commanding good deeds and everyone stop forbidding bad deeds, then we will continue to experience more and more trial. And not only will we be experiencing this, it will also be ruining us. It will also be causing great damage to the ummah as a whole and to every individual in the ummah. And one of it is also ata'awuz billahi mimma zahara minha wa ma batan, seeking refuge from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every day. One of it is also atawakkul ala Allah, relying upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-isti'ana bis-sabri was-salah, seeking assistance through what? By sabr, having patience. This is one of the key way of facing trial. You are praying all the things we've narrated in the back. It is possible you do all this and you still continue to see some hardship that you're like, what's all this? I am a Muslim. What's all this? But continue to have sabr. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised those that are always having patience, good deeds in this world and in the year after. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا نَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَالنَّقْصِ مِنَ Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we will try them with what? Fear, with والجوع, hunger, وَنَقْصِ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ, their wealth will be decreasing. وَالْأَنفُسِ, they will lose. This, my cousin died, my kinika died, my this one died, and my this one died. Their farm produce, everything they will be reducing. But what? Wabashiri sabri. But those that have patience, tell them that what? Give them good news that even though they don't get the reward in this world, they will definitely get it in the year after. In another place in the Quran, in Surah Muhammad ayah 31, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا نَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ حَتَّى نَعْلَمَ الْمُجَاهِدِينَ مِنكُمْ. He said, definitely we will try them, we will give them trial till we know till we know those that are truly thriving in the path of Allah. وَنَبْلُوَ أَكْبَارُكُمْ. And also, as we have said in the beginning. So different ayah and places in Quran and the Hadith made us know that as a Muslims, we are going to definitely face trials. Some of this trial will be as a result of what we are doing by our hand. Some will be as a result of will be as like an ikmah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to know those that truly believe and those that don't truly believe. Some they go pray, they go, but when they see just some maybe their business go wrong or they lose one important family member, they stop praying. That trial has proved who they are truly are. As-sadiqin wa la ya'lamanna al-kazibin. They want to, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to know whether this person that is praying. Hope is just not just praying for the sake of it. If we try him, we'll still continue praying. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he brings his trial, we should try to have patience. We should try, this is from Allah. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We are there, verily we are from Allah and we return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these are also different measures of facing trial that we can practice in our daily life. As a Muslim, expect trial, but the real key is have things that you use to curb, to face, to get successful from all this trial. So wasallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun salamun ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Jazakumullahu khairan. That was really an insightful one. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that an hujjah for him and for everyone listening to this video. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.